The Why Golf podcast is brought to you by Skyscanner, the ultimate travel hack. Search billions of prices on flights, hotels and cars with one simple search. Feeling confident you'll always find an amazing deal. Hello and welcome to Why Golf, brought to you by Skyscanner. We are here at the BMW PGA Championship at Wentworth, the flagship event on the DP World Tour. It is Pro-Am Day, it's littered with celebrities, and the Ryder Cup is literally just around the corner at the end of the month. We're going to be catching up with Ryder Cup star Shane Lowry, but for now, let's go and find out who we can see on the fairways. Great to be here with Callum Nicholas, former Red Bull engineer, now Red Bull ambassador. Brilliant to have you here at the BMW PGA Championship Pro-Am. First time. How are you feeling?
I am incredibly nervous. I'm super excited. Firstly, the opportunity to get to play here at Wentworth and among so many stars. So I'm really excited about it. But I've had a lot of dreams. Some of them good, some of them bad. We'll see how it goes.
All about golf?
All about golf. It's just like the haunting first tee box.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Do you know which tee you're off?
I'm starting on the 6th today.
Okay. And you're pro?
Yeah. So I'm with Danny Willett, which is amazing for me to get to play with a Masters winner.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible. So I'm very excited about that. And I think I've got Dan Walker and Vernon Kay in my group. So.
Oh, excellent.
Unfortunately, I think everybody in the group's a much better golfer than me.
Well, Vern talks good game. Not too sure. Apparently, he's dashing here. He's trying to make that first tee.
Oh, really? Well, I saw some handicaps that I were hoping were like vanity handicaps, and we'll see how it goes.
They normally are. There's normally a Stewart's inquiry into everyone's handicap on days like this because some crazy score wins. But listen, it's a star-studded environment. You've got some guys from Formula One playing as well this afternoon. Who's that?
Yeah, we've got Lando and Zach out here today.
Yeah.
I think Simon Lazenby's joining the field as well.
I saw him this morning.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll be in good company.
Yeah.
We'll see. I've played in scrambles against Lando previously in sort of our F1 golf days that we used to do in Bahrain, and I've come out on top. So hopefully.
Have you?
So it'd be nice to see if we can come out on top today. I'm not holding high hopes for it, but we'll see.
Oh, I hope so. Fingers crossed for you. You look like a great golfer. It's all about the gear as well. You look very trendy. I was just saying to you and your friend, you've got all the gear, hopefully some idea.
Yeah, we've got some.
When did it start though, this love of golf?
Actually, it was during an F1 weekend for me. When we do double headers, often the second race that we go to, you'll get a day off. And we were in Austria, and I love Austria, and it's beautiful. But where we were in our hotel, there's not a great deal to do. One of the crew had just done some Googling, and he said, there's a driving range and a golf course down the road. And I've called them up, and they said we can go and play pitch and putt. And that's what we did for our afternoon, and I just fell in love with it. The moment I got back from that trip, I went and bought my first set of clubs, and that was about 7 years ago.
That's
and
brilliant.
We've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, it does fill in time, doesn't it, when you're not working and where to go. But also, cognitively, it's such a different skill to be stationary over a golf ball.
Yeah, do you know what? In many ways, I did sort of relate it to what I did in the pit crew in F1. So when you do a pit stop, for me, doing the wheel gun, it's all about tempo. And golf's very similar, striking a golf ball well and finding that tempo and yeah, the muscle memory in itself, I'm a left-handed golfer, so I come across my body this way when I'm doing the wheel gun, and it's the same thing, So for me, it was something that I managed to relate to golf, and just in terms of focus and maintaining calm, which is a very similar skill that you need in pit stops.
Wow.
I found many bits of it related.
I can only imagine what it's like being in a pit stop and having to do the work that you have done in the past. How did you control the nerves and the emotion?
The biggest thing is what I don't have out here on the golf course, which is years and years of experience.
Yeah.
As I said, this will be the first time I'll have to tee off in front of a crowd of people. So I think, one of the biggest things I attribute to my success in the pit lane has been the experience. I learn from every mistake, and I'm sure I'm going to do a lot of learning today.
Oh, it's fantastic. Just to think about the pit stop, my brain's going to how I would cope in that scenario. But yeah, years of experience. The first, you can hear it now.
Yeah.
Is that getting you going?
It's getting me going. I don't know how it's doing for my nerves, but I think we're going to be all right.
What would you say the strength to your game is? Do you enjoy short game, long game?
At the moment, to be fair, my long clubs are probably the strongest in my bag.
Okay.
My putting's really strong at the moment. The short game's lacking. I always say that I'd rather be like 30 yards from the green than 3.
Fair enough.
Right, I'd rather be able to like swing a club a bit than have
Well,
to.
30 yards, it's still not very far.
I know, but still,
but you were able to take the club back, aren't you?
It's when I need to chip it just over there that I start to get a little bit nervous.
Oh, you'll have some little delicate lies around these greens
exactly.
here.
I tend to, when I play, I tend to find any opportunity to putt rather than chip.
Oh, do you? Great strategy.
Which helps, I'm not proud of it, but it's a
listen,
great way to play.
Some of the greats, I once was privileged enough to have a lesson with Gary Play. He said, why are you chipping it? You putt it, there's nothing in front of you.
Yeah.
Go for it. And a lot of amateurs, it works, it helps our scores, it really does.
For sure.
In terms of golf, I know you're a big fan. Ryder Cup's coming up. Will you be following it, and who are you excited about watching?
I always tend to watch the Ryder Cup. I think for me, it's one of those competitions where I feel like you don't really know who the stars are going to be, so I think that's one of the bits that I enjoy about it, is sort of the unpredictability and seeing who's going to shine on the day, and especially towards the end of it, like last year I remember watching it and just it was fantastic to watch, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's
going to be a spectacle on American soil, so the Americans have got the home advantage. I'm just thinking of the amphitheatre of noise that will be there, which is obviously what you're used to in your career. Does that get all the athletes going, and it just is real part and parcel of the event?
Yeah, certainly. Like for me, when I was in F1, that sort of crowd and that atmosphere on a Sunday morning always sort of got the best out of me. I thrived in it, but I always say that I think that was because I had the experience to feel like I was the best at what I did when I walked out into a pit lane. I don't necessarily have that same confidence today.
I think you're playing your game down. I think you might be a few birdies out there.
No, I feel like today for me it's just going to be a case of just getting around the course and playing sensible shots and a bit of course management. And I'll be happy.
Well, it's a tour scramble, so you take the best drive, you can take the pros drive, and then you play your own ball, so you can come in with a few sneaky birdies, which is useful.
I think the problem for me is actually my driver I don't tend to worry about.
Oh, there we go.
The driver's not my biggest worry.
And you're playing off the yellows, so you're slightly further. They might be taking your drive a few times.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. As I say, Vern talks a good game. I know Dan Walker, he's a very good golfer. And you got Danny Willett. What a group.
Yeah, for sure.
It's brilliant.
And look, for me, I'll always take the opportunity to play with people that are better than me. It helps me raise my game.
Always.
So for sure.
Always.
Really
Finally,
excited.
your Ryder Cup prediction, who's going to win? Is it going to be a European victory again, or are the Americans going to win on home soil?
I'm going to go with Team Europe.
Great.
I think one of the factors that I think I'll base that on is, the availability of some of the Team USA players to play together in the run-up to this Ryder Cup. I think hopefully might have a little impact. I think I'm excited to see Bryson more than anything. I think I really enjoy watching Bryson play golf. I think he's such a star, and I think he's turned it around over the years, which I love as well. Like I remember Bryson of 5-6 years ago wasn't necessarily the most popular person on the tour, and now I think he's brilliant, and in terms of his sort of reach in the game and all the stuff that he's done outside of the golf course has been amazing.
Do you watch his YouTube channel?
I do indeed.
Yes.
Big fan.
He's trying to get the ping pong ball, isn't he?
I saw
into a little cup.
I just couldn't believe that anyone could be that brave to try and hit wedges over their house with all those glass windows.
I know.
I couldn't even dream of such a thing.
He can afford it. So, listen, Callum, you've been great. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you on the course.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.
Take care.
Hello.
Dan, good to see you here at the BMW again.
Yes.
Second year that we've spoken to you.
Yes.
It's raining.
You've had me back. Thanks for having me back, though.
Thank you for being on.
Obviously wasn't a disgrace last year.
You
Got
were
invited
brilliant.
back.
You were actually the production crew's favourite.
Well,
So
how many people have you told that today?
Well, everyone. Yeah, literally.
See you next year then.
Yeah, thanks so much. No, we're excited to have you on. Are you excited to play? We've actually just spoken to Callum Nicholas, who you're playing with,
yes. Is he-
Red Bull ambassador.
Does he hold the world record for the fastest ever tyre change, I read this morning?
This is what we've heard as
Is
well.
that true?
Yes, fastest
Wow.
ever tyre change.
Okay, this is impressive.
But he's nervous. Any tips
he?
for him? He's feeling imposter syndrome, he said.
Well, as you well know, Di, I don't struggle with confidence.
Which we like. Yeah.
I always think you've got to walk around this joint like you own it. Even if there's a little doubt inside you. Like this is how I feel. Now I know there's evidence to prove this to the contrary. But if me and if I was on the first tee with Rory McIlroy and you said, "Would you like Rory to hit this drive for you?" I go, "No, thanks, because I can hit a great one." And I think that's how you got to approach
it's punchy.
it. Yeah,
It's punchy. No, I love it. I need some of that. I still get Rory to take it though.
And then you toe end it into the
Yeah,
bush.
oh no! I think Tom Grennan did.
I saw
Did
that
you
this
see?
morning. Yeah.
I think he fatted it, did he?
Yeah.
I've heard.
It was like it was like you could see he was like shaking like that.
Oh no!
And I could see the grip on the. He was holding the club like it was a snake, and then it just shot off miles right. But he dealt with it well.
Did he?
Yeah, I always think
Own
you can
it.
judge how bad a shot is if there's total silence after it. Then that's really bad. If people laugh and you laugh with them, then you're okay.
You've got to go with
yeah.
it. You've got to go. How's your game?
It's all right.
I know you're back and everything's creaking.
Yeah,
a bit.
I'm no excuse. I mean, I've got a ludicrous handicap. I'm playing off plus 1.7.
What?
I know.
That's amazing. You're almost pro.
Well, no.
You're going to qualify for the Open next year.
I've got to give shots back to the course today. But I love it. I'm playing with Danny Willett, playing with Vernon Kay.
Yes.
Have a lovely time. And I just golf is always something that puts a smile on my face. I love the people that you play golf with. I love all the people who come here today to enjoy what is a brilliant tournament. And if you can't enjoy a day like this, there's something wrong with you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
However you
great.
play.
And the crowd, that first tee, it's just an experience, isn't
I love
it?
it, though.
You'll
Don't
bank
you-
it for
don't you
life.
love it?
Yeah.
I can feel the pep in my step now, Di. I'm ready for it.
Oh, Dan, listen, you might be a wild card for Luke Donald if there are any injuries. You never know off
Luke,
that handicap.
I am available.
He's around. I've just seen him, actually. Yes, he's not looking our way. No. Ryder Cup, you're going to be watching it.
I can't wait for the Ryder Cup. I thought Rome was one of my, because I watched it with my kids,
Yeah.
and I think being able to show them what the Ryder Cup is like and why it's different to every other tournament. I still watch every single time Ian Poulter's run of putts at Medina, every time Medina comes up,
Yeah.
I just watch them and then I sob. I just think the Ryder Cup's amazing. I mean, I grew up watching, Woosnam and Faldo and all that lot, and Sam Torrance, and then.
Yeah.
I still think I remember Philip Price taking on, Phil Mickelson.
Tell him who I beat.
Yeah.
In the bar afterward, tell him who I beat.
But I think there's little pockets of magic around the Ryder Cup, and it is for me. And I've had the privilege of covering some amazing sporting events. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
The roar of the crowd, the anticipation, just the nervousness that not just you're feeling, but the players are feeling as well, because they know how big it is. And I remember. About 4 Ryder Cups ago, I got my mum into it, and she watched the entirety of the last day. And at the end of it, she said, "It's quite good, this." And I thought, "That's it. My mum's involved." Yeah.
What's your mum's name?
My
Jones.
she was.
Oh,
So I quite
love
like
it.
this, Daniel. She said at the end of it. Is that okay? Sorry for my Welsh accent.
No, I love it. My gorgeous. We are super excited as well. What's your prediction? Do you think Europe are going to do it?
I just think the home factor is huge. I watched the Walker Cup last week. I thought, it started
dominated.
well, but the Americans are just an awesome team. I think he's made so few changes. Basically, just switched to place at a family dinner, isn't he? Essentially,
basically.
yeah. But
Off you go, Rasmussen.
yeah, come on, get your brother in.
Yeah.
But I think this is the best European team in terms of quality and in terms of togetherness that we've ever had, and that's why it's kept from a few years ago. And I think the Americans, for the first time, probably are thinking, "Oof, do you know what? They're quite good, this lot." Now, that doesn't mean Europe are going to win, but I think they all know. I love they've all got a bit of confidence and a bit of swagger about them, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
And as long as, who doesn't mind a few worried Americans? That's a great thing, isn't it?
Totally. Dan, you've been amazing. Have you had your lunch? Because we're keeping you from
No,
it.
I mean, you said that we were going to lunch afterwards.
Well, no. I'm not
have
lying.
you now binned me off?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right, okay. So you
Well,
dragged
did.
me in with the offer of lunch, and now I'm on my own. Thanks, Di.
Dan, never know. I'll find a sandwich for you somewhere, or a carton of orange
It's always
juice.
lovely to talk to you.
So lovely. Thank you.
Yeah,
Why
pleasure.
golf? Oh, I love it. I just love it when women walk on the driving range. Steph Houghton, former England captain, here with us. You're playing in the Pro-Am. Is this your first year?
First year, yeah.
Oh,
So
Steph.
a bit nervous, to be
Goodness
honest.
me.
Especially when you watch so many good players on the driving range. We were here yesterday watching a lot of the boys practice, which was pretty cool. But yeah, excited really.
Oh, I'm really excited. What do you play off?
22, 23.
Great.
So I've only played like probably 10, 12 rounds. So just a beginner, obviously after retiring from football. But yeah, just thought I'd take up another sport.
Absolutely. Well, you can't stop, can you? You
No,
keep going.
you do get addicted, to be fair, yeah.
You want something to use the brain in a sporty way.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. And tell us the group that who you're playing with.
Yeah, so fortunate enough to be with Luke Donald today, which is pretty cool. Ryder Cup captain,
I do want to
absolute
do that,
legend.
Steph.
I know, yeah, maybe just to end the interview now. So Finn Russell and Owen Farrell. So it's a pretty cool group. I mean, obviously the boys have won the Lions Tour, which is impressive, and yeah, a group of captains, to be honest. So exciting.
Oh my! Are you a rugby fan as well?
I watch it. Obviously,
Yeah.
I watch a lot of sport, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I'm quite across everything. So I know who they are, so I'm excited to meet them, and hopefully we'll have a good day today.
Now, you're walking onto the range. What are you doing? Are you tweaking anything in your game right now? Or are you just concentrating on one or two swing thoughts?
You know, because I'm like obviously a beginner and stuff, I'm like had maybe 1 or 2 lessons, and it's just mainly about my stance and where the ball's going to be and just trying to hit it clean for me. So I think for me it's just more just getting warmed up, and hopefully if I can keep it a little bit straight today, then it'll be a good round.
Oh, listen, you can come in on quite a few holes because you'll get a few shots and the tees are slightly further forward.
Yeah.
So it's a tour scramble. You can take anyone's drive.
Yeah.
So then you play your own ball. But what would you say to everybody listening, women especially, trying to get into golf? Sometimes they find it quite intimidating.
Yeah.
How have you sort of overcome that barrier?
No, I think for any female that wants to play golf, I think first and foremost it's a great sport. You can do what you want to do. You can go at your own pace. You can improve every single day, or you can just do it for fun. And the way I like about golf is like 3 or 4 hours out of the house, away from your phone, to relax and be with your friends. But also the sports person wants to improve and be the best that I can. So, but I think being here and being a female, I think everybody's really, really appreciated you coming down. I think the more females, the better, and hopefully we can drive a lot more people to come play.
Yeah, absolutely. Because getting over that sort of, oh, I'm not a golfer, I can go and play 3 holes, you're still a golfer, or just hitting a golf
and
ball.
also you're off a different tee, so of course it's obviously playing to females' needs. We're obviously not going to hit it as far as the men, so that actually helps from a psychological. You've got a fair chance of getting the shots that you need to get. So
yeah, I love that attitude, and I know you're a fan of Ryder Cup, Solheim Cups. Ryder Cup's just around the corner. Are you excited about watching?
Yeah, can't wait. It is. I think obviously watching Rory win and then watching Tommy win the other week, I think that's
you know your stuff,
on.
Steph,
Yeah, so
you know.
it's on the telly all the time. But yeah, they're 2 massive sporting moments for them 2 people, and especially Tommy. Obviously, he's been through a lot over the last few years. But yeah, the Ryder Cup's the big one, isn't it?
Oh,
so
it certainly
come on,
is.
Team Europe.
Great stuff. And Rory winning in the Irish Open when that eagle putt went in on 18.
I mean,
were you cheering?
Yeah, I mean, God, like he's just phenomenal, isn't he? He's just an absolute superstar, and it was meant to be that putt. There's no way that you go back to Ireland and you don't put that in. But to do that on the 18th with that much pressure and that many people watching, it's that just shows how unbelievable these guys are, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got goosebumps thinking
I
about
know,
it.
yeah,
It was
crazy.
incredible.
Maybe one of them today would be nice.
Oh, it'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure. We'll get the camera crew after you. Just prediction for the Ryder Cup. Who do you think is going to win?
Europe, of course.
We love it, yeah.
I do feel as though we've got a lot of informed players, which is amazing. But of course, it always brings drama, so anything can happen in golf. But yeah, fingers crossed for the boys to win.
Great stuff. Today, anything in the bag that's superstitious or gives you a bit of luck?
No, not really, to
White
be
golf
honest.
ball or yellow? Or...
White always,
Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah, hopefully.
Right, crossing fingers and toes for
As
some
long as I
birdies
get off
for
the
you.
first tee, all right, then I'll be fine.
It's just over there.
I know,
We'll be
so-
cheering.
Yeah,
Great
thank
stuff.
you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Steph. Cheers.
Thank you.
Great. Here with the one, the only, Peter Finch. Pete!
Hello.
Peter Finch.
How are we?
Content creator. Can I give you a cuddle?
You can, yeah.
I miss working with you.
so many hugs today.
So many hugs. I miss working with this gentleman. We worked together at the Open Championship, live at the range, everybody. We'd like to plug that. Do you enjoy working with me?
I'm indifferent about the whole thing, but
Yeah?
I mean, because since we're here together, it's one of the real highlights of my year. Yeah.
You have to say that. Thanks. Well, I'm not so keen now. No, I love having a chat with you, and thank you for coming over, because I know you were desperate to speak to me.
I was just about to enter my pre-warm-up state as well.
We won't keep you long.
I was
Pete,
meditating. I was ready. I was zoned in.
he's done his journaling. Who are you playing with today?
Victor Hovland today.
Oh,
Which is, I'm actually really
goodness.
looking forward to it because he is such a nice guy, and as long as this weather holds,
Yeah,
as that
I think it will
the
do.
darkest cloud in the world appears on the horizon.
Actually, it's gone very grey.
it's unbelievably dark over there. The end of the world is coming. But hey, it's going to be a great day, and it's more about like the crowds and all the rest of it today. So,
Yeah, it's great. So you haven't done any practice whatsoever, and you probably hit about 2 shots.
No, literally
Yeah.
nothing there.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's
listen-
fine. Yeah, I'm a pretty
You're
well-oiled.
busy.
I'm a well-oiled machine.
I
as
know
well.
you are.
Yeah, every
I
time
know.
you pull a Bentley out of the garage, you start it up, it starts to purr, doesn't it? So I don't need long to get going.
Your job, though, as a content creator, a lot of people think, oh my gosh, that's the best job in the world. How hard is it to work behind the scenes on something like that? Because you've got a big team behind you, and you're throwing out content all the time. It's a strategic market out there.
It's hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, it is a lot of work. You know, I'm barely kind of ever home at the moment. There's a lot of travel, but it's not like I'm traveling to go mining somewhere. I'm traveling to play golf and making content around it. So yeah, it's hard work. It's time consuming, but compared to other hard-working, time-consuming jobs.
Yeah.
I've worked in other fields before this.
Worst job ever?
Oh, being a journalist.
Really?
Yeah, newspaper, print.
Oh, okay. Who was that for?
That was for MEN, like Shropshire Star, Express Star, like around the Midlands.
It was tough.
It was just tough, like hard, stressful, and just like very emotionally draining.
Yeah.
Whereas this, even though it is hard, it is draining. Like you do have moments of emotional uplift.
Pete, listen, the Ryder Cup's coming up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Who's going to win?
Honestly, I honestly, with all my heart, I hope it's Europe. But if you look at the stats, where it's at, it's probably going to be the US. It's just in the modern era, home teams win. It's kind of as simple as that. Now, Europe do have a chance because they are going into it as, on paper, you'd probably say the stronger side. European teams, generally, you would say, are more up for and more emotionally invested in the Ryder Cup. But stats generally tell a story that the home team is going to win. So I do think it's going to be the US probably, but I hope it's Europe.
We love your opinion. Many people have said Europe, so we look forward to seeing what happens end of September. Off you go.
Thank
You've been
you.
brill.
Bye.
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 The Why Golf podcast is brought to you by Skyscanner, the ultimate travel hack. Search billions of prices on flights, hotels and cars with one simple search. Feeling confident you'll always find an amazing deal. Great to be here with Dan Brown. Entrance to the driving range, which is where we try and grab everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for actually coming back. Most people say that they're going to come back and they don't.
Yeah. Well,
That's good.
man of my word.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dan, good to see you here at Wentworth.
Yes.
And how's your golf?
It's good.
Yeah.
Playing as good as I have done for a while, if not ever, really.
Yeah, we noticed.
So yeah, the last 3 or 4 months has been good, and it's been good fun.
Great stuff. Here at Wentworth, it's the flagship event. Is there an extra bit of pressure when you come here?
Not really, but I'd say obviously it's one of the events where you want to try and push and have a good result, because obviously the crowds are great, the event's great. But I mean, it's like any event, obviously you want to do well, but this one maybe a little bit more so than others.
Yeah. It's starting to rain. What do we think about the forecast this afternoon?
Yeah,
do you think we can get a quick umbrella coming in?
I'm glad I'm not in the
Stealing
Pro-Am.
it. There we go. You're not playing, are you, today?
No. Which is quite nice, really. Had my 18 holes yesterday. Done a bit of practice this morning, and I can get my feet up this afternoon and have a little nap probably.
Staying in some lovely location nearby?
Yeah, we've got a nice house actually.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I've got a few of my mates coming on Thursday night, so.
You like bringing your mates, don't you?
Yeah, I like being relaxed, and I'm probably not one of the most focused individuals. I like sort of being sociable and just having a laugh really. So yeah, I do it a little bit differently to most, I think.
Well, it's what suits your personality,
Yeah,
isn't it, really?
yeah.
Ryder Cup's coming up. You've obviously been keeping an eye on, who's been picked by Luke Donald.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It will be one day, Dan. Is that
hopefully,
what you aspire to it, though?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really on my radar, but it's one of them things like I don't goal set. I just kind of try and do the best I can each week. So, and then you see what happens.
Yeah, that's something though that you'd love to be involved in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That team environment's pretty special, isn't it?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
When you speak to the other guys, I mean, they're obviously pumped and really looking forward to it. They've all got a week away.
Yeah.
What are your hopes for the European side?
I think I'm quite optimistic. I think they're going to do really well. I think the team's strong. And I think just that little bit more camaraderie that the guys have in Europe always seems to sort of give them a little bit more of an edge. So
even on American soil?
I think they're going to pip it. I do. Yeah. So
we've heard it from quite a few this morning going Team Europe. Peter Finch, he thinks the Americans will win.
Yeah.
It's not an easy one to call.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it because I'm obviously want Europe to win, but I do actually think they're gonna go over there and do a good job. Yeah.
Great stuff. Listen, Dan, you've had a brilliant year. We've really enjoyed watching you golf.
Yeah.
We're coming to, it's September now, 2025.
I know.
Do you look forward to 2026, or do you not like to plan too far ahead?
Nah, just literally week to week.
Thursday, mates arriving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mates coming on Thursday night, yeah.
Sounds like the Ryder Cup would be right up your street. You're just like hanging out with your mates.
I know, yeah. But yeah, I've got a bit of putting practice to do, and then that's me, and then wake up tomorrow morning and hopefully post a decent number.
Yeah, love it. We will be supporting. Thanks so much for your time. Look
Thank
forward
you.
to it. And
Thanks very much.
hopefully the sun shines over the next few days.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Great stuff.
All right,
Thank
thank
you. Sky Sports Formula One has hit the BMW PGA Championship.
We are here.
In the form of Natalie Pinkham. Natalie!
Hello.
I feel strange calling you Natalie.
Yeah.
Pinky, I know
Pinky,
you as.
all right.
But you've just been doing a feature with Lando Norris.
We have, and Zach Brown, because they're both playing this afternoon, which is really exciting. Zach with Justin Rose and
Amazing.
Lando with Matt Fitzpatrick. They are both massively keen golfers. And given that Zach is American and Lando is British, it's a nice... sort of sets it up nicely for the Ryder Cup.
It really does. And I was telling you, because we were speaking about the interviews before, Matt Fitzpatrick loves all his stats and his data, which
Yes.
fits neatly into Formula One, doesn't it?
It does.
'Cause it's-
We're absolutely data-driven
Yeah.
in Formula One, and I gather Matt feels the same way.
He does. He writes down everything that he does. Listen, you are a bit of a cheeky golfer yourself. You learned to play golf in 6 months.
Yes.
It was through Slingsby.
That's right.
And it was a couple of years now. You
Yeah.
smack it a mile. I've seen you post on social media on the driving range. Seriously, you've got good coordination. I know you struggle a little bit around the greens.
Yeah.
but
Don't
you
have the
strength-
patience for the short game, I'm
but,
afraid.
But how much have you enjoyed hitting a golf ball over the years?
Loved it. It's kind of like therapy, isn't it? And particularly when you come back from a hectic race weekend where it's hours and hours of live TV and it's all sort of ad-libbing and just, you know, having to bounce around the paddock and react to things. To go and then be sort of metronomic, if you like, at the driving range is just quite calming.
Well, sometimes. If it's going the right way, it's calming.
Yeah, but you know, I just keep going until it goes in the right way.
Yeah.
And then I stop when I get a great one.
No, you're fantastic. But what was that experience like, learning to play a new sport?
Well, it was amazing and it was fantastic. Big thanks to Slingsby and to Wentworth because they massively got behind it. It's a big drive to get more women into the sport. And so they took 4 of us girls who'd never hit a golf ball to try and learn in just a few months' time. So it was great. And then we played this great course.
Yeah, you
Which
did.
was quite intimidating.
And the winner got to play in the Pro-Am, I
Yes,
believe. Who was
yes.
the winner?
Helen Skelton.
Helen Skelton
yes.
won.
And I lost out to her by 1 shot. And actually, whilst the competitive instinct to me was, I mean, I was broken, I was actually also really relieved.
Oh, gosh.
Because it
'Cause
was
this-
so... But she took it so well. She actually played pregnant as well.
Oh, wow.
And
Brilliant.
she was just phenomenal, so calm under pressure. So I much preferred watching it with her and drinking tea with you.
Oh, I remember. But it's such a great thing for us to put ourselves out of our comfort zone. It's now starting to pour down. I'm thinking for the afternoon starters.
I'm right out of my comfort zone now
It's
in
going to
this
be
weather.
really tough in this weather. But in terms of golf, will you continue to play, do you think?
100%. I love it. And actually, I've been taking my son down to the driving range because he loves it and he's sort of quite natural. I want to get him into it. I always think it's great to do sports that you can as a family. It's great bonding exercise. And my grandpa was a scratch golfer, so I love playing in
Didn't know
his
that.
memory. Yeah,
That's
he was a brilliant golfer, wrote books about golf. And so, I'd like to say it was in the genes, but I haven't quite inherited his natural
Well,
talent.
I think so. I think you just need a bit of practice. It's a tougher game to take up when you're older, I feel, because you know you get this swing.
What are you saying?
You not that you're too old. You're never too old. You look amazing from a distance. You really do. Don't we all? No, it really is. It's great that you're playing, and I want to play some golf with you in the
I'd
future.
love you to,
'cause
but
it's
I'm
all
not
about
sure you.
holidays
Yeah,
and, or just
don't know.
playing
Have you
3
got
or
the
4
patience
holes.
to cope with me?
I have. But you don't have
Honestly?
to play 18. You can just play a few.
Oh no, that would be
Or
great.
pitch and putt.
Pitch and putt.
Yeah, you're still a
no, but
golfer
I
if you do
prefer
that.
it off the tee. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
smacking
I like
it.
smacking it
Yeah.
hard.
But we can just go to the driving range
Yeah.
and, you know, get a bucket of 100 balls.
That I'd love.
And think about people that we might possibly not particularly like and go for it. It's
Oh, I've got some.
oh yeah, me too.
Got that
Me
one.
too.
Good.
But it's my community, I love it as a female, having grown
Yeah.
up playing the sports, being involved with like Cheshire County, north of England, and still having those friendships. I think just sport brings everybody together.
There is such a sense of community around golf, and I'm seeing it grow and grow in Formula One as well, because I think particularly for a lot of the drivers who have this high-pressured performance on a Sunday, working up through the weekend, Friday, Saturday and into Sunday, they then want to go and sort of decompress and do something completely different, and hitting a golf ball is really good for them.
Yeah.
So actually, Carlos Sainz and Lando and Lance Stroll, a number of them now play golf. Alex Albon goes
Yes,
out with
yeah.
Lily, who's a professional golfer, and there is a sort of golf community within the F1 family, and it's great.
Oh, that's really lovely to hear. And Andy Murray was here earlier. He plays golf with Carlos Alcaraz, who's trying to improve. And
Well, I see him. That's his celebration, isn't it?
yeah,
When he wins a
does
match,
he does a
his
golf swing. Yeah, and he was with Sergio Garcia at the US Open, and they played rounds of golf together. I think golf is the go-to sport away from your professional sport, so to
Yeah,
speak. A lot of the
yeah.
rugby guys are here today. Ben Earl, Owen Farrell are playing today, and they say it's just their relax time. It's
so
great,
interesting,
and getting
isn't
more
it?
females involved. We spoke to Steph Houghton Houghton,
Oh,
former
yeah.
England
Yeah, yeah.
captain. So she's placed off a handicap of 22, and she just said it's brilliant to be in this environment. We're just championing more women to be involved. So
I love it.
Really good to have you here.
Anything that gets more girls active and involved is brilliant, of all ages.
Yeah, love it. Great. That's it. We're going on a holiday,
Sort out
playing
the
golf
weather.
at some point.
Can we play somewhere sunny though?
Yeah,
Can we just do Portugal?
I'm not sure if the budget allows for us to go to Spain. Maybe I'll speak to our producer.
Excellent.
Thank you, my love. It has been really great to chat to some of those who are playing in the Pro-Am here at the BMW PGA Championship. While I've been doing that, Gabbie Partington has been out and about catching up with Ryder Cup star Shane Lowry.
Well, we're here at the BMW PGA Pro-Am, one of the probably sell-out events of the year, isn't it, with Shane Lowry. Well, welcome. Well, thanks for being with us here today.
Thank you.
Just quickly, we've got to talk about your team because it was the rugby boys, and on paper, proper boy band, Marcus Smith, Ben Earl and Jamie George. How was it?
It was great. I was very excited when I seen the draw because I feel like when you're a sports person and you meet other sports people from different sports, you kind of have like a little, I don't know, connection or something. And yeah, it was nice. The lads were... Ben was a really good golfer. Jamie was decent, and Marcus was not as good as you might think. I thought Marcus Smith was going to be good at everything, but he hit some great shots and he birdied the last hole. But yeah, it was a really nice day.
Maybe you made them nervous, Shane.
I think the people on the fairways made them nervous. Nobody was killed in our group, so we were happy enough.
Now, why is this event, would you say, one of the flagship events on the calendar on the DP World Tour?
Oh, this is just the best. I think this is one of the best tournaments in the world. This is one of my favourite tournaments in the world. I always tell people that. I think coming here to Wentworth, it's just got so much history and it's so iconic. And the crowds. So everything about the event is amazing. And the crowds do make it, like, the British golf crowds are the best in the world. Like, they really are. And it's going to be quite a different experience to what we're going to experience in a few weeks' time. So we're going to enjoy this week. And yeah, but it is nice. I always love coming back to Wentworth. I've played pretty well over the years here, and yeah, it's just nice to be here.
Yeah, we might touch on the hostile crowds in the US in a little bit, but just quickly, your home open, which was last week, and then you come here, the flagship event on the DP World Tour, and then the Ryder Cup. Not a bad few weeks on the calendar.
Yeah, it's a busy few weeks, but like I said to some of the journalists last week, I was doing some interviews, they were asking me about it, and I was like, well, if I can't get excited for these few weeks, I should just retire, because this is what it's all about for me. Playing obviously my home open in front of my friends and family, close to home, I think is a really cool thing to do. And then coming to like our biggest tournament in Europe, and playing here somewhere where I've played great over the last few years, and then obviously getting ready for the Ryder Cup. It's like, this is the reason we practice, and this is what it's all about.
Yeah, well, the fans absolutely love to have you here. But just quickly, I know most of Team Europe are here this week, aren't they? 11 of the 12. Would you say this is a bit of an unofficial team bonding this week ahead of the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, it kind of. We had dinner last night, and you do see the lads, and you get to talk to them a little bit. And I feel like when you get to this week, it's kind of the ball's rolling leading into New York, and we're all flying out Sunday night for a practice trip, and yeah, you see them knocking around the hotel, and it's nice. It's nice to, you don't even have to say anything walking past each other. It's just like a little nod, and you just move on with your day. So, but when we tee off then tomorrow morning, we'll all be trying to beat the hell out of each other and win the tournament. That's what it's all about. And hopefully, we can all play pretty decent this week and get some confidence and some good form going into the Ryder Cup.
And like, you've gone from today where you're playing with some of the rugby boys, having some great chat as you do around the golf course, and then you'll be playing one of your good mates, Rory, tomorrow, and John Rahm. So is the chat going to be a bit more Ryder Cup, bit tactics, or are you just in your own lane?
No, you'll just be trying to shoot as good a score as you can, but it's a great draw. Playing with Rory and Rambo around here, first two rounds is pretty exciting, and the crowds are going to be big, and it's going to be nice, and it's going to be very enjoyable. So hopefully I can play nicely and get myself up towards the top of that leaderboard. But it won't be much Ryder Cup chat when we're going around, I wouldn't say. But it is nice to just be around each other. It's not even like I said, you don't really have to say much. You just have to be around each other, and you kind of you really feel like the weeks are building into what is a huge week in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay, we'll leave the Ryder Cup chat till now, because 2021, that's when you made your Ryder Cup debut, didn't it? So now we're heading to 2025. What are the lessons that you've learnt along the way from then to now?
2021 was like a difficult Ryder Cup for us. I feel like, the Americans are an amazing team. Our team probably wasn't playing. If you look at it, the form going into it wasn't as good as it could be. And then, a whole different experience in Rome. going in with a team that was in great form, expecting to win, really excited about the whole thing. I think just two completely different experiences, and obviously it's going to be a different experience again this year, but I feel like I've learned a lot from like Whistling Straits and Rome that I'll bring into this week, or into this Ryder Cup, just about myself. I feel like I've matured as a golfer. Even going to Whistling Straits for my first one, you kind of nearly feel like it's more about you. You want to play as much as you can. You want to be out there. But I feel like there's other ways that you can help the team, and I feel like I'm that person that I can, if Luke asks me to do something, I'll do it. If no matter what my role is for Bethpage, I'll do it. And whether it be playing or not playing, or just supporting the guys, I'll do it. And at the end of the day, it's all about one goal, and that's winning the Ryder Cup, and hopefully we can do it.
Absolutely, hopefully so. Do I need to be biased? I probably am biased, aren't I? Team Europe, of course. You said you've matured as a player. It's likely that the crowds are going to be quite hostile again, probably more so than Whistling Straits here in Bethpage. How do you manage that, or is it something that you thrive in? Because I can imagine you're hard as nails.
I might look like that, but I'm not. But it's funny, I actually talked to the rugby lads today about it, asking them about going down to New Zealand or going over to Dublin to play an away fixture, what's it like for them. And they obviously their game is a bit different, that it's more intense, and it happens quicker, that you don't get, you're not walking, and you're not in line for whatever you can get off the crowd. But I think if you're ready for something, it's much easier. I think we'd be ready for it. We'll be aware of what's going on. And also, I've said it over the last few weeks, I feel like we all play the PGA Tour. A lot of us live in America. A lot of us have huge support in America all the time. Like, if you look at the Tour Championship a few weeks ago, Tommy was going down the stretch against, an American player and the American Ryder Cup captain, and I'm pretty sure most of the people on the course wanted Tommy to win. So that'll show you what, the support we have over there. So for 1 week, yes, it might be a little bit hostile, but I think it's something that, we're all big enough, and, big and bold enough to be able to look after ourselves, and I think we'll be fine.
I mean, you've got such a great team bond. Just look at Rome, and you've got a pretty much identical team, minus Nikolai and Rasmus, and they're identical twins anyway. But do you think that helps, that you've got a pretty much identical team coming into the next
absolutely. I think the continuity of the whole thing is really great. Even, you look at, we've got the same captain, we got the same backroom team, and obviously we've got pretty much the same team. And I think it's just going to be, it's it feels like the stars are aligning, and but it's going to be very hard, and it's something that we're going to have to do very well. We're going to have to be the best version of ourselves when it comes to it, and but I do think we can do something great over there.
Yeah, we've got to talk a bit about the build-up, because we saw that picture. It was like the team's picture against USA in Europe, where all of the Europe captain hits with smiles on their faces, and Team USA are a little bit moodier. So is that kind of thing, does that go around the WhatsApp group, or is there a WhatsApp group? Or?
There's a WhatsApp group going in a couple of weeks. It's quiet enough actually at the minute. But yeah, that picture obviously went a little bit viral, but I think that's media jumping on stuff, to be fair to the American team, they had been sitting there for a long time under Zoom cameras, what you're supposed to do. You can't smile for an hour straight, but well, I think the picture was pretty funny, but I also saw people trying to play it the other way. It's like the US looked like all business, so yeah. But anyways, WhatsApp group was flying, but stuff like that, you're not really reading into too much. You don't really look at what they're doing. You just have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I know as a professional golfer you've got loads of media commitments, but what's the build-up like going into the Ryder Cup? You've got media commitments, dinners and things like that. Do you enjoy that side of thing, having all your wives there as well?
Yeah, like this week is nice, and then when we go on the practice trip from Monday, it'll be nice. We have a couple of days in New York to practice, and then we go about off our separate ways, and then come back to follow Monday. So it'll be nice to kind of, once we get to New York Sunday night, Monday you start, you get to play the course. I think, it's just exciting. The whole thing is just very exciting. It's great to be involved. But like, I was involved in the losing one in 2021. You just don't want it to be like that. You just, you're doing your best to be the complete opposite of that. So, but yeah, the whole build-up is amazing. It's busy, but
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. And just quickly, this is your third captain's pick. So is it each time as special as the last? Every time it does happen, you get the call from the
obviously I don't want it. I really, really wanted to make the team this year. I missed out by 4 points, which is not much. It's the second time I've missed out by 1 spot. I've been fortunate enough to get 3 captain's picks now, but I feel like I've deserved them, and I feel like I warrant picks. And then when I get there, I feel like I've done my bit for the team. So I don't think it'll be any different this time. And very happy to get the call off Luke. It was a stressful few weeks. Don't get me wrong. And I actually spoke to Rasmus about it last night, because he obviously passed me out at the Belfry, and he said, the Belfry for him was a very stressful week. And I said, well, it was stressful for me sitting there every morning watching you on TV, almost hoping you were going to make bogeys, because I really wanted to make the team. So, but yeah, interesting dynamic to have that, and then all of a sudden your teammates. But I feel like I definitely deserve to be there, and I have a lot to add to the team. So
Just a bit of advice for Rasmus there, because obviously he's making his Ryder Cup debut. You've been there back in 2021. So what advice do you have for him? I mean, he's some player.
Yeah, just be himself. Like you don't try and be anyone else. Just be yourself, and no matter how you're feeling, everyone else is feeling like that too. No matter how nervous you feel on the first tee, the guy standing beside you is feeling that too. So you just have to remember that this is the reason you play golf, and this is what it's all for.
Yeah. And the most thing that you're looking forward to about teeing up at Bethpage this in a couple of weeks?
I just think the opportunity. I think the opportunity to do something great in golf doesn't come around that often for players. So an opportunity to do something amazing. And
it's not just players as well, Shane, it's caddies. You're a close-knit family. I saw you back in Rome at that time, and everyone enjoys it. It's not just about the players.
I get on great with all the caddies, and the caddies are a big part of the whole thing, and it's a very tough job for them that week. Some of them have to do a lot of walking with a bag on their back, and it's a pretty tough gig. So we're all in it together, and even the backroom team from the tour, we have a lot of people, there could be 50, 60 people. I'm just throwing a number on it, but there's probably at least that involved. And, the work that goes into it doesn't go unnoticed from us players, and we do appreciate it all. But we're not only trying to win it for them, though. We're trying to win it for everyone. You kind of are around the tour, and that's what's been great. Been back like at the Irish Open last week and here this week in the lead up to the Ryder Cup. You feel like you're doing it for much more than yourself. You're doing it for a lot of people here, and it makes it all worthwhile. Yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to it. I've actually got a wedding that week, and it's a professional golfer's wedding.
Oh, really?
2 professional golfers. I'm like, pick a week to have your wedding. Just lastly, Shane, why golf? This podcast is, of course, why golf. So why golf? Why get into it, and why did you choose the sport?
I started playing golf because I was interested in it, and then I kept playing golf because I loved it. I fell in love with it straight away, and then I think I'm a competitive person, so when I started to become better and better at it, I just kept going, and then I kind of tried to figure out how good I could be, and I'm very, very lucky that I do this for my job, and that's why golf. It's stressful at times, but I love what I do, and I love the game, and I think it's a great game.
Great to chat. Best of luck this week.
Thanks, Gabbie.
That is it for Why Golf, brought to you by Skyscanner from the BMW PGA Championship. It's been an absolutely brilliant day, and don't forget the Ryder Cup is just around the corner. Don't forget to subscribe on your favourite podcast provider, and we will be back very soon.